Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Africah Harrigan, and today I would love to share with you my experience at the Louis Vuitton Volez Voguez Voyagez exhibition. In my last video, I mentioned to you that if you will be in the tri-state region, let me know and I'll be able to give you 2 fast pass tickets to the Louis Vuitton exhibition. I had an opportunity to meet 2 of my subscribers. Hi, it was such a great time to meet you. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I hope that you had a fabulous time at the exhibition because I know I did. For me, it was a family event and we all had a great time. Tune into my blog, travelwithafrica.com. You can click on gallery just to see all the photos that I took, as well as you can read the blog article too. So Louis Vuitton in 1835. He left the Jura Mountains of eastern France and traveled, which was his hometown by the way, and he traveled to Paris. He walked there. When he arrived, he became a box maker. Now, could you imagine traveling, walking really, for 2 years from your hometown to another location? I cannot. I really cannot imagine doing that. But those were the times of back then. When he arrived, he started making trunks. And this was the basis of the Louis Vuitton brand, of how they got started and the success of it as well. When you walked into the museum, the trunk of 1906 was there rotating underneath some lights. I mean, it was really beautiful. It was fabulous just to see it rotating. It was huge as well. And Louis Vuitton made all kinds of trunks. There were picnic trunks, trunks that held your wardrobe. There were trunks for writing. I mean, there were trunks for everything. A trunk to hold your hats, trunk to hold your shoes. It was all kinds of trunks, and they were really strong and really sturdy. And throughout the exhibition, you saw all of them. And what I really loved about the brand was that so many years later, almost 2 centuries later, those trunks were in amazing, amazing condition. And that's what I love about the brand. At the exhibition, they went into detail about the wood and the brass that was used to make them as well. Here's an example of the classic trunk. By the way, this book was distributed at the exhibition, and I'm just using it just to reference you guys because I want you guys to see this as well. So this is an example of a classic trunk that was made back then. It was really popular, and how the trunks evolved into something that looks like this. Really, really beautiful. So I really had a great time. There were different levels to the floors, about 3 levels, and each level had an exhibition featuring how the travel industry expanded and how Louis Vuitton, the company of Louis Vuitton, expanded with it. So the invention of travel. First bag that they made was the steamer bag. This was used for luggage, and this was used during the rise of the yachting industry. So why is it so big? You're probably like, why? Why would you take something this huge on a yacht, right? But the truth of the matter is that people during that time changed 3 times a day. They would change their clothes in the morning, they would change their clothes in the afternoon, and then they would change their clothes at night as well. And the steamer bag was perfect for holding various outfits that were used throughout the course of the day while you were aboard a yacht. Traveling expanded. This is one of the classic trunks, a really beautiful photo of it. These trunks, by the way, they're really huge. In person, they're huge and they're gorgeous. Something you will definitely want to take home. As the automobile industry boomed, so did Louis Vuitton. Here is a trunk that was made specifically to be tied on the back of an automobile. This was made out of Vuittonite canvas. Really gorgeous. It was pitch black and it just appeared to be really smooth. I wasn't allowed to touch it, so you know, just from the appearances alone, it looked really smooth. This is for aviation. This is what the bag looked like, or the travel luggage looked like for the airplane back then. This was made specifically to be under 57 pounds, and it can only hold 1 overcoat, 10 shirts, 3 nightgowns, 3 pairs of underwear, 3 waistcoats, 6 pairs of socks, 12 handkerchiefs, 1 pair of shoes, 18 detachable collars, gloves, ties, and hats, and all of this have to weigh under 57 pounds. Amazing. As trains evolved and people started to travel across Europe, aboard trains, they made this bag here, and this was really nice. This was actually big enough and large enough to fit right underneath your cabin, and you know, I think this is really nice as well. The next part of the industry that they expanded on was the writing industry. If you go on the Louis Vuitton website under books and writing, you'll see that there's a whole ton load of options of different things you can buy, agendas and different items like that. And they made a trunk for that as well. This is called a writing trunk, and you were able to store all of your writing essentials. In my opinion, this is huge. And I don't know if I would want a trunk of that size just to hold all of my writing instruments. As Louis Vuitton brand continued to expand the beauty of fashion, so now they started to make some really fashionable looking luggage. And yippee, this is my kind of thing. This is really beautiful. They had suitcases and briefcases and trunks, smaller trunks, not large trunks that would take quite a few people just to, handle it. And then they started to collaborate with other artists or fashion designers, really, such as Azedine, Alaya, Monalo, Banik, Romeo Gigli, just to name a few people. And here is an example of their collaborations right here. The Music Room, which is a really interesting exhibition because as musicians, famous musicians of course, continued on their concert tours, they requested custom-made instruments or custom-made luggage for their music. For example, look, an album case, really beautiful. And Louis Vuitton started to expand in that area of making custom-made items as well. The last part of the exhibition was Louis Vuitton coming to America, and that's great because if they're not in America, then hey, we wouldn't even be purchasing it, correct? And it was a lot of fabulous collaborations, especially with artists like fashion designers like Marc Jacobs. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into this video. The Louis Vuitton Volez Voguez exhibition was amazing. At the end of the exhibition, they distributed this pin here. I got two. Yippee! Now, don't ask me what I'm going to do with these pins. I have no idea, but it is really nice just to have it a part of my Louis Vuitton collection. If you love this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment box below. I'm Africah Harrigan. Stay beautiful.